Hey guys, today we're going to make the automatic watering system for the chicken coop, so stick around. And guys, before we get started, do me a favor, hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe, and let's get started. So here is the plan on where actually I'm going to be putting the little watering cups right here on the opposite side of the automatic feeder. So I'm going to be setting it up here. However, the watering system is going to go on the opposite side. Now I'm making this watering system, and it's not going to be absolutely huge. It's going to be small to start. If I need to make it larger, I'll be able to, so that's not an issue. But I'm going to try this to begin with, see how much water the chickens actually drink, and then I can kind of move on from there. So here is the main part of this watering system, is this little cup right here. This is from Rent-A-Coop. It's an automatic watering. Now this is not the same as the ones with the little nipple in the middle, where if the chicken pokes it, the water runs out. This is kind of on a spring system, and when the water is out, it will raise up and it will open a valve, and then the water will drain back in, and then the valve will close once the water's full. Now I've seen a few things that could be bad about this, and I've seen a few things that can be bad about the other one, but this is the one that I'm actually going to try. I kind of like the ideal of it, and I want to see this first, so I'm going to be using this. I'm going to be mounting these to a piece of 1.5 inch PVC that I've already cut to my length that I want. And then here are some of the other items that I'm going to be using, and you'll see what I do with these as we go along. So, but this is going to be my main water reservoir right here that I'm going to be attaching everything to. So let's get started with it. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking a piece of electrical tape in order to help me make a straight line all the way across the PVC pipe. I use the lettering on the PVC pipe as well to help me get that straight line with the electrical tape. I then take my measuring tape and make my marks for where I want each cup. I remove the measuring tape, and then I just make my marks a little bit darker so I can see them. Okay, so I used a small drill bit just to kind of make a small hole as a guide for my larger drill bit that's actually going to be for the hole itself. And this is a 3/8 inch drill bit that will fit the threading on the cup. So I bought 4 of these cups, but they sent 1 extra as a bonus, as well as if you sign up on their website within 30 days, you'll get a 2-year warranty on these cups. So pretty good deal, I think. Now the directions for these cups do not suggest you put plumber's tape on the threading, but I figured it's not going to hurt anything, so I went ahead and put threading on each of the cup's threads before I inserted it into the PVC pipe. Alright, so I'm going to drill a hole in here for this part right here. Unfortunately, I don't have the right size drill bit, and I'm not going to the store, so I'm going to try to drill this and then roto-zip it, and we'll see how that works. So this is a bad move in a couple different ways. One, I'm not getting the exact measurement of the insert that I'm trying to put in here, so I end up eyeballing it, and it doesn't make an absolute perfect seal. It still works. I'm able to get the glue around it, and it does work, no issues, but it would have worked much better if I had done it properly, got the proper size drill bit, and done it like that. The other side of it is completely dangerous. Don't do this. Putting something, a blade that close to your hand, not a smart move. So get yourself a good size drill bit and be safe when you do this. And here we are. After I cut the hole out, I add plumber's tape to the insert. I put cement primer on the inside and outside of the cap, and then I add the PVC cement to the insert. So this is the end that's going to be going from the reservoir into our little PVC pipe right here. Now the end I'd like to make as a clean out. So what I ended up getting was, it's called a test plug. Slide it into one end, twist that on, and it seals itself with this little rubber piece. So. So here I'm placing an O-ring onto the threads, so when I place it in the reservoir I'll get a nice tight seal. And I'm going to do the same thing once I get the spigot put in place, except this time I'm just going to place 2 O-rings on the inside. That way I get a good seal on the inside as well. And here I got a piece of PVC that fits my, in particular, spigot's thread, and it's smooth on one side and has threads on the other, and then I just thread that right over top of my spigot on the inside of the box. Now I'm going to mount the water distribution tube to these two 2x4s. I'm going to use a little bit more of this hardware cloth. So, as I was saying before, this makes it easier if I need to clean out the inside of this. I just pop that off, clean it out, put it back in. Tighten it back up and that's good to go. Also, with this quick disconnect over here, if I need to take out this whole unit for some reason or another, something is broken, I can just do a quick disconnect of the hose that I'm going to be placing onto it, and I can take out this whole unit out just with undoing a couple screws. So that makes it a little bit easier also. So I'm just going to mount this to our coupe. And I'm not looking for it to be too tight, just as long as that's not going to fall off of anything. So there's that. Trim off a little bit of this excess. Just like that. Now I'm ready to hook up the hose that runs out to the cups. Alright, so I got a 6-foot length of hose, which should be plenty for me to get around there. And so let's get started with that. So for the spigot, we also have the other side of that quick disconnect. So we don't have to screw and unscrew if for some reason I want to take this back off. I just put a quick disconnect on there. That's solid. Attach it to the other side of my hose. That way, pops in, pops off, no problem. All right, so we filled up our reservoir bucket with water. All I have to do is turn on the spigot. Should run down the hose and all the way to our little distribution cups right down there. So I'll turn it on. Let's see if we get water. So guys, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Here I am reporting from underneath the chicken coop. Please take the time, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you guys next time.